Ms. Arundhati Bhattacharya, Chairman SBI, joining us in her first post-budget reaction. Ms. Bhattacharya, thanks very much for taking out the time to speak with us. My first question to you is, what are your thoughts on the budget and the announcements made in terms of the deficits and the tax revenue? Some say it could be quite an ambitious target actually. What is your sense on that?
Revenue targets are a little ambitious. I think they have been projected on the back of a buoyant economy. But given the fact that the IIP numbers recently have been looking good, it could definitely be a possibility. Of course, the biggest threat at this point of time remains the monsoon.
Do you believe the proposals in the budget will further help boost growth, momentum and investor confidence?
Yes, I do believe that it will boost momentum because, there were a number of single line pronouncements in the budget. But if you look at them, there are a number of actions that will take place behind those pronouncements. Looking at it from a banker's point of view, for instance, the budget announcement that the bankers would now be able to make infrastructure loans for a longer period, the 5x25 structure as it was called. That is something that will definitely help us in financing infrastructure. And as you know, the moment we start financing infrastructure, this is one area that causes a lot of employment growth, and therefore it's very positive. Similarly, in respect of coal, there was a pronouncement regarding the rationalization of supply of coal. Now this rationalization is very much required. Otherwise, coal from the southern collieries were going to the north, from the eastern to the west, and this obviously causes a lot of inefficiencies in the system, a lot of wastages in the system. So, the budget actually gave a number of one-liners behind which there are a number of actions that are planned. So I do believe that this budget will be growth enhancing.
There's been a huge push for infra lending, Ms. Bhattacharya. The government wants banks to raise long-term funds which will get regulatory forbearance as well. What are your thoughts on the same?
Actually, what it will do is, while on the one side they have said that we can make long-term loans, they have also allowed us to raise long-term resources so that the regulators don't have any concern about ALM mismatches on the books. So again, this is a very empowering pronouncement, and if it actually happens, and if we find that the credit growth is really picking up, then this is really something that will help the bank in getting long-term resources.
The government has hinted at more divestment in PSU banks. What are your thoughts on that, and will you be going with an FPO anytime soon as suggested by the government?
See, whether it will be soon or a little later is something, we'll have to determine the timing given the state of the markets. But yes, this is positive for us because it means that we can go ahead and plan for an FPO. Of course, it could be a QIP as well. But we'll see, we'll decide depending upon the state of the market. And I think the government is very clear that they will allow this flexibility to us. So again, it's a very good step.
The Finance Minister has acknowledged that consolidation is needed in the PSU bank sector. Surely associate mergers will be given impetus to go forward. What is the status on the same?
It should. As I had said a little while earlier that the time seems to be conducive, I continue to say that the time is conducive, but whether we will do it and what will be the roadmap, you must give us 3 or 4 months, as I had said earlier, to determine what that roadmap should be and how we will go about it, or whether we'll take it up at all right now or not. So maybe within a quarter's time we would be able to give a roadmap for everybody.
And FDI and insurance has finally been hiked to 49%. It's been a long-standing demand. What are your thoughts on that? And how do things move from here for both your insurance subsidiaries? Will you be interested in listing SBI Life?
Actually, at this point of time, we have begun the discussions with our JV partners. I have instructed both the companies to start talking to the JV partners regarding their appetite for taking up their stake up to 49%. Subsequent to what I find from their side, then only we will decide upon the listing plans. Because as you can understand, there are partners, they also need to be on board. I need to ascertain their views in the matter. And thereafter we will definitely let people know as to how we plan to take it forward.
Recent comments from the Finance Ministry, Ms. Bhattacharya, suggested that the PSU banks have been asked to draw up a roadmap on how they'll monetize their non-core assets, including real estate holdings. Has there been any movement on the same?
See, here again, if you are talking about non-core assets, it could be some amount of investments that we have made in other companies which we could try and offload. It could also mean, maybe a certain amount of properties that we all have, whether we can find a way of monetizing those. So those are all plans that are going on at this point of time. We are looking at every angle to see how things can be done. But I am not really under very big pressure in this respect, because at this point of time I do have capital, credit growth is not very buoyant. So these are things that I can take my time about, but at least because now we know what is the government's mind in these matters, we can set about putting a timetable in place for these things.
The farm loan target in the budget of rupees 8 lakh crores is also being seen as an ambitious one. Do you feel it will be a challenge to meet this?
Say, agri loans going forward at this point of time, we haven't yet seen any massive impact on account of the scanty monsoon that we are having. However, I have said this earlier also, that this month, the month of July, is very crucial. Unless the rains revive within the end of this month, there may be difficulties going ahead. Because while farmers are still sowing in all the irrigated areas, even in areas where the rainfall has at least begun in the east, and also maybe in Tamil Nadu and other areas where the rainfall is not too bad, we are seeing quite good growth, no issues there at all. But again, central India, western India is still pretty bad. So again, a month or two and maybe we'll be able to give a better answer as to whether we can meet this target or not.
And finally, the government has taken a few moves to control food inflation and supply constraints. Against this backdrop, what's your sense on rates going forward? Do you feel the RBI may have some room to cut rates if these steps have the desired effect?
Actually, my economic research department had just given us some data as to how much is the per capita food available in this country and how much we actually consume. We are actually consuming less than half of what is available per capita. And the reason for this inflation is mainly logistics. Logistics of storing, of supplying, of ensuring that, the times when things are difficult, that when there is a scarcity, we are able to store and actually provide the items that are required. So definitely anything that goes towards improving the logistics, whether it be towards transporting the food to the right place, whether it be storing, grading, all of these things are definitely going to help with food inflation. I think the government is fully aware of these numbers. They also realize that this is what needs to be done, and they have taken a number of steps in this direction. Let's hope it yields results. But again, this may not be something that will happen in very short term, but definitely over a period of 12-18 months, I think we will see results in this.
Thanks, Ms. Bhattacharya. We'll leave it at that. Thanks so much for taking the time out and joining us and giving us all of those views. That's the chairman of SBI, the SBI head, telling us about a number of things and her opinion on the budget as well. Time out completely on this leg of hot stocks. The markets fairly flat. From Tarveen and myself and the team that put the show together, thanks so much for watching. Thank Prakash Gaba and Sandeep Wagle for joining on the show as well. We'll slip into a break. Traders 20 and BNS and the stock game will take forward the action on the other side.